Hello again today. I'm so glad that you made it back to my channel, or if it's your first time, welcome. I'm happy to be drawing with you today. I've got kind of another fun one. This one was inspired by some art that I found online, as well as the kids ministry leader at the church I used to go to. So the fruit of the Spirit it's not just a fun little song that you learn at Sunday school. It's not something that we, and this is really what I want to emphasize, graduate from as adults. The fruits of the Spirit can be found in Galatians 5:22 through 23 that says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law." These are not just cute traits for the children's church walls, okay? These are weapons for women of God living in a demanding, broken, loud world. So I didn't know what they were when I started going back to church and really trying to learn more about my faith. I had never heard of them, and a lot of my friends that I made at church, it was something they'd known for years since they were kids. They would sing little songs about it, and I always felt kind of stupid because I didn't know. So I think it's important to remember, and this is something else that I saw, is that it was really looked at as like just this little kids thing. But these are real applications that a lot of adults can easily forget the importance of in their everyday lives. And so I want to make sure that it's not just some cute little Sunday school lesson, that it's actually something that we will continually use in our lives. So let's go over them and how we can continue to utilize them as women, as adult women, as mothers, as grandmothers, as aunts, as single women, just in our everyday lives. So we'll start with love. This love is not soft or passive. It is the kind of love that shows up when you're tired, misunderstood, or unappreciated. It's loving your family when they test you, loving yourself enough to stop accepting what God never asked you to tolerate, and loving others without losing your boundaries. This love reflects Jesus, and the world desperately needs to see it modeled by women who know who they are in Him. Next is joy. Joy is not the same as happiness. Happiness depends on circumstances. Joy is a settled confidence that God is still good even when life isn't easy. Joy looks like laughter in the middle of pressure. Joy is choosing gratitude instead of complaining. Joy becomes a testimony when the world expects you to break, but you shine instead. Then comes peace. Peace is powerful. Peace is not avoidance, it's authority. It's the ability to walk into chaos without becoming chaotic. Peace guards our hearts and minds when anxiety tries to rule us. Women, peace allows us to respond instead of react, to speak life instead of regret. Patience. Patience is our next one. Patience isn't weakness, it's strength under control. It's waiting without whining, trusting without rushing, and believing God's timing is better than ours. Patience allows God to work deeply, not just quickly. That one I struggle with so much. And then we go into kindness. Kindness is not small or insignificant, and it can easily be forgotten. Kindness changes the atmospheres that we're in. It softens hard hearts, ours and others that we, interact with. It reflects God's grace in practical ways through our words, our tone, our presence. A kind woman leaves people better than she found them. Now we have goodness. Goodness is integrity when no one is watching. It's choosing what is right over what is easy. It's aligning our decisions with God's heart, even when culture pushes us another direction. Goodness shines brightest in a world that often celebrates compromise. And of course, faithfulness. Faithfulness is showing up again and again. It's staying committed when it's inconvenient. Faithfulness honors God because it reflects His character. God is faithful. And when women walk in faithfulness, they become anchors in their homes, churches, and communities. Gentleness. Gentleness is something a lot of new moms can experience both sides of with the little ones. Gentleness is not silence, it's strength wrapped in grace. Jesus was gentle, yet he changed the world. Gentleness allows us to correct without crushing, to lead without dominating, to love without controlling. It's a fruit that really reveals maturity in Christ. And then we have self-control. Self-control is freedom. It's saying no to what harms us and yes to what helps us grow. It's managing our emotions, words, and responses instead of letting them manage us. Self-control protects our peace and honors God with our choices. So my friends, the fruit of the Spirit is how heaven touches earth through our lives. These fruits are cultivated daily in our homes, no matter what age we are or even where we are in our lives, whether circumstantially or the season we're in. So at work, in conversations, in quiet moments with God, we don't produce them by effort. We grow them by staying connected to the vine. What is the vine? The Word. So let us be women whose lives are full of visible fruit. Fruit that feeds our families, strengthens our faith, and draws others closer to Christ. When the world looks at us, may they not just see strong women, but Spirit-filled women, bearing fruit that proves God is alive and at work within us. Thank you for drawing with me today. I hope that this just filled you up, and I can't wait to spend time with you again. Have a great week. I love you. God bless.